It's another beautiful day to be a Raider. Draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish. Coming to you live, as always, from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Where's that at, might you ask? Well, it's just a little place down the street, just past the house with the boarded up window. There's a man on the corner. He's all about the commerce. His name's Joe. He will hook you up and point you in the right direction. A few more houses down, and you'll see the alley to the right. As you walk by, the cool breeze blows across you. It's dark. You wonder, should I proceed? Of course you should. Don't be scared. At the end, it's a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and thank you all for joining us. And it's the first, it started last week, but really tonight is the first official kind of full slate kickoff of the 2018 season. As you had 12 games I think going on today over the course of the day. So of course, we only really give a shit about the game tomorrow night, which we will be helping present for you, those of you who don't get it, right here on a special edition of Black Friday. They'll be starting about a half hour later than usual, but it'll actually be live Raider football, not just classics. So, as we typically do every Thursday, though, I have a special guest in studio to join me for the little segment we like to call the Raider Nation Ricochet that we do once a week.
It's Captain Jack! Yeah! I'm here. I was here. I had a phone call. And me being the nice guy that I was, I'm not gonna.
So I seen that comment lines. I wasn't ready. I was ready.
He was ready. He was ready.
He was late.
No,
he was on time. Somebody called him right at the. No,
I was here.
He was here.
I was here at 2200 hours, which is 10 o'clock for you non-military people. He was here. He was on time. I was here. I was on time.
Hey, I even made it and had everything ready to go after an unbelievably stellar round of 18 holes of mini putt, which I defeated the rest of my family. So I can.
Don't ever say. Don't ever say that I wasn't ready. I was. I'm gonna sit down now before I get more upset. Don't do it there, Linus. Don't mess with the sleek physique, the sexy pirate, sexy pirate. Don't do it, Linus.
Easy now.
There you go.
All right,
I'm here. I'm here.
24 hours out from finally seeing some live action silver and black on the field. So I'm excited about it. I'll be watching it live with all of you tomorrow night. We'll be having a special stream up of it on our rave page that we're going to be putting up all through preseason. Just come to the page 30 minutes before kickoff. We'll have the link posted. You can just click on that. It'll take you right over to a little secret page that we're going to destroy right after the game, and then we'll have a new one the next week, and so forth.
It's just like the Mission Impossible. When you see the tapes, and should you decide to do this mission, and of course we all do want to decide to do the mission, and then when we get it, what happens? It gets fired up, man. It's like a blunt. It gets fired up and it gets consumed. Okay.
We will.
I know about.
We're not
that
gonna
shit.
post
I don't
it.
do that.
We're not gonna post it. We'll just stream it, and then
That's right.
as soon as the damn game's over, we delete the stream, delete the page, and next week we'll post a new link. And we have many backups. I've got so many already planted around Facebook.
The backup to the
backup to the backup. So if it goes down, you just come back to the page. There'll be a new link, and we'll have you covered.
Now, here's the thing, though. Do you guys not have the NFL Network?
But most people do. That's the good thing about this season. Unlike last season, they were
Yeah.
all on delay.
Yeah.
This year, you get 3 of them live, which is fabulous.
Well, the third one, I believe, is with it's like slight tape delay, or not tape delay, but a slight. It's not going to be in on it. You know, the first 2 are live. This third one is in progress. The fourth one, who gives a flying F about the fourth one? Because
But here's the thing: what if you're a Raider fan and say you're at work, say you're a cook,
That's right.
say you're working in the kitchen, say you're in the military, and you're on the shift of whatever. You can't have NFL Network,
you're on the mid-watch.
but you've got this.
Well, if you're on a phone in the military and you're on the flight deck, then we got some things to talk about because you need to make sure you're not effing up.
Like Lines.
Linus. Yeah. Well,
He's gonna be.
Lines to him,
No.
Linus to me.
I don't care what it is. On Raider Reaction, he's Lines. He's been Lines since day one.
That's right.
Lines,
That's true.
T-courts,
And
jukebox.
I was here.
We don't care.
Okay. I care. I don't like to be tardy. I don't feel tardy, just like the song at Van Halen.
But it's been an exciting week thus far with training camp.
Yeah.
With the Lions hooking up with the joint practice. I like the joint practice.
Yes, because you get a chance to hit on somebody other than your teammates.
Absolutely, and you get to see action like we've seen with Amari Cooper, with Jordy Nelson, really up against some competitors who are really trying to shut them down because these are straight up competitors on another NFL team.
And the truck. The truck.
That was awesome.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God!
I've only heard about it.
Oh,
the truck.
Let me let me help you out
well,
there.
you guys can't do it or can't see it, but
I'll pull it up for Captain Jack.
In case you don't know what we are talking about, the man, the truck, the 18-wheeler, known as Chris Warren
the third.
The third. Is he the third?
Chris Warren the third.
The third.
Yes, and you have to say it like that because if you're the third.
Yeah, like it's Everson Winchester the third, Thurston Howell the third, Chris Warren the third. Well, Chris Warren trucked over some linebacker, I believe, and just
we have it on the page. I'll find it.
It was either a linebacker or a D-back. The guy is he has his cleats over here, his helmet's over there, the shoulder pads are over in another county. Was trucked, and that is why I told you guys at the beginning that I'm thinking that Chris Warren makes the squad.
I think he makes the squad too. I think he's going to be the number 4.
Yeah,
he's your project back. They always like to pick up a project back.
Right,
So,
right.
A young guy that running backs, you can't tell, man, until you get him out there in the game, in live game action, and sometimes you just hand him the ball and magic things happen.
Right.
You just never know. I mean, I hate to even bring up his name, but that's how you got guys like, Terrell Owens, or not Terrell Owens, Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis.
The donkey.
That's
guys
right.
like that, they came in and you just gave them the rock
and look what happened.
shit happens,
Because Terrell Davis, in fact, were you watching my show? I said that last week.
Really? No,
Yeah.
I actually...
Amazing.
I have no free time whatsoever,
Free
so
mind.
no.
Terrell Davis showed himself
I
in
wish.
training camp on special teams, and the fact that he did well on special teams made him to get more carries, and that was just his beginning. And he made the club. And look
Raider
what
Nation,
happened.
we deserve a little pause because the captain hadn't seen this yet. So watch this.
Okay. Oh!
I think they showed it in slow motion
Oh
again
my
right after that.
God!
He separated that dude from his consciousness.
Like I
from
said-
yeah.
Oh! I love putting the heart video on afterward. I read about it, I did not see. Oh my God.
Yes,
That
was.
that is a back that should make the squad, and you don't even want to put him on the practice squad because so many people have watched that video that if you put him on the practice squad, that means he's going to be gone. I'm hoping that the Raiders will keep him on the 50.
I honestly think he's going to be the number 4. I think we're kind of in sync with. I mean, we have been on the running back situation pretty much all off season,
except for what we were picking between the D-Wash Richard battle. It looks like it's not going to come to fruition.
I don't think so. I think it's looking like Richard might make it, and D-Wash may be the odd man out, which is not.
Which is a shame, but
you know what?
Man, we're not. We don't make that decision.
Go look at the stats. The numbers speak for themselves. Richard has put the ball on the ground a tremendous amount more than Washington, and the stats are very comparable, And I just think D-Wash has bigger upside and is better controlling the ball and not putting it on the damn ground.
Yeah,
he's more secure with the ball, and I don't know. I
remember D-Wash was a 4th or 5th round pick, and Richard was a unrestricted free agent pickup. I mean, great performer in college, which is why we did pick him up for the speed and the quicks and the go. And but you know what? Like I said, these are very important. Okay, these are what gets you making a club, is making sure that you catch the friggin' ball, you hold on to the friggin' ball, and it's not the
exactly,
the
Billy.
ground.
The ball on the ground stats are hugely skewed. If you look at the statistics for both of them side by side, obviously the one glaring thing that you will see is fumbles.
Fumbles
are no good. Fumbles are no good. So that's just not something we want to see.
Yeah.
I honestly thought when he got banged up at the beginning of camp, that was it. It was going to be an easy decision, but it didn't work out that way. But we'll see. Maybe he fixes his problems, just like Coop's going to fix his dropsies. Maybe he fixes his fumbles.
Yeah, and remember that the D-Wash is already, it's said that he's left camp already. Do not know if that was for personal reasons or whatever. Maybe a little birdie told him, hey, you know, it ain't happening. And, you know, I'm only throwing these things out there. We do not know why. As of right now, I don't know why D-Wash is out of camp. And this is one other thing as well. Maybe there's something going on that is affecting him, why he's not performing in camp this year. So, having said that, then that's unfortunate. But, you know, if you got things going on, you guys know I got things going on with my contractor. Boy, I still got a lot of shit going on with my contractor. But it's affected me in my performance on the show, on things that are going on. Things are looking up, but still, I would rather be out of the situation. Things are not looking up for D-Wash. He's out of camp. It looks like Richard's going to get that spot. So it's looking like Lynch, Doug Martin, Richard.
I'm still shocked about Doug Martin. I really want to see Doug Martin in live action out there. I'm not sold on Doug Martin yet. No. I mean, I've heard all the positive things in camp, and I've seen things, but I want to see him out there when somebody's trying to knock him on his ass, because he just hasn't been what he was in that couple, 2 seasons? Really, it was, you know.
Yeah, he's had 4,000. I wish it was
1,400
yard years, but and then he was like 1,400 yards, pittance, 1,400 yards, pittance. Now, if you go by the pattern, he's due a 1,400 yard year. We'll see, but you know what? He's been rejuvenated.
I think he makes the team for sure, Lions. I think he makes the team. I think Gruden really likes him.
Yeah,
I think he's a. No.
Doug Martin. Yeah.
I think he's a Gruden guy. That's why he brought him in, and I think Gruden's a little soft on him, and he wants him on the team. He thinks he's that. He likes to have the veteran presence around. I think sprinkled throughout his roster. He does it on defense, and he's never had a coach. He's a running back. Who has a fucking coach?
Never had
Give him
the
goddamn ball and run.
Who said that? No, is that lie?
Hashtag your name. How dare you post anonymously? from behind the page.
I do think he makes the team. Yeah, see, Tommy Beard says it.
No line. Who are you?
Oh, Popeye. He's Popeye the trolling man. Toot toot. Anyway.
Oh, it's angry. Or Big L. I don't know.
Other things going on. Okay.
We did pick up a safety
yes,
today.
Yes, we did. Yeah. Quincy Mauger.
Yeah, he's he went out in preseason with a season-ending injury last year, so he didn't really.
Is that a Georgia jersey?
Yes, it is.
See, I was gonna say I can tell. You know, yep, SEC Georgia. I can tell that.
Yeah, he was an undrafted free agent by the Falcons in 2017 and went out with a season-ending knee injury in the preseason finale. Then he was released in June of this year, and so we're,
Well,
we're scooping up scraps because we're a little beat up front, really.
What I was just saying on my last broadcast, Obi was running with the ones for maybe, I don't even know if it was 30 minutes, but at least that one day, he's on the friggin' shelf.
Again, man, I think they're being I think they're being really precautionary.
Overprotective.
Jesus.
Yeah, and precautionary. That's what you wanted.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
With Garyon Conley, I just think they're trying, because of what happened last season, I just don't think they want to screw up with him. Now, Obi, I'm much more concerned about Obi.
Yeah.
Obi's starting to, he's fluttering around that 4-letter word that you don't want to hear.
What something that's really great on a good-looking lady, but it's not a good word for a dude that's been picked up in the pros.
Bust.
Like I said, bust like this is good. This is a good bust. The other folks, there you go.
We don't want that.
Don't want that. I like the sound effect. There you go.
We don't want that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a little concerned with Obi because, man, last season, I never got the flashes from him that I got from Conley. I got a few from Conley that made me take notice. I never really saw that from Obi last season, even when he was out there.
Well,
I know he wasn't healthy.
Yeah, I was going to say, but remember, they set him up to fail. The first game that he was put in is the Patriots as a cornerback, and then he just had his lunch money and his mortgage money and his books, and everything that the man owed was just ripped apart from him. Brandon Cooks made him look, I mean, he'd have to improve to look pedestrian, but that was his first game, and he looked like crap. So they didn't put him in a winning situation to begin with.
No, it's true, but and now here we are again. Like I say, we got a brief little flash of Obi, and then he's on the shelf again.
Yeah.
So,
and they got much more of an investment with Garyon Conley. He's a top 10 pick that dropped to us for the stupid reasons. I hope he grills the person in question that made him drop in the draft for BS calls.
Yeah.
Our gain, but he dropped millions of dollars. Our gain.
That's hey, if she's lying and it's the facts are out there, it's lying, I'm all for that lawsuit. Because he lost millions and millions of dollars. He slid in the draft because of it. And if it's all because she was just some vindictive chick out for a payday, then by all means, sue the ass off her.
Love my wenches, hate those hoes.
Hoes be lying.
That's it. Anyway, don't be a hoe. Remember we said that in the off season earlier.
Speaking of defensive backs, they're bringing in another defensive back, cornerback in for a visit. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, giant.
I'm all for that.
Because
you
a veteran corner.
You need a veteran corner, and he's a good corner. He's got
serviceable
issues
for sure.
Talk about hoes.
Yeah. That dude's got some kids.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's put together an entire defensive squad of his own.
Yeah.
So he's like defensive coordinator in like flag football youth leagues because he's got his whole freaking
team.
Squad.
Yeah. He's got his own team just from his offspring.
Can you imagine the baby mama drama in that dude's life?
Oh man.
Oh, for the love of Christ, man! What the hell are you thinking?
I don't want to go there on that Thanksgiving. I tell you, that's some bad juju right there.
Man, how much does that guy got to be paying for child support?
That's why he needs.
Oh, I am. Am I thinking of the wrong one? Is it Antonio Rodgers-Cromartie that's got all the kids?
Okay, one Cromartie, another Cromartie. The guy. Okay.
Am I thinking
they're
of the wrong?
They're cousins. They're cousins.
Are they cousins?
Yeah, they are cousins.
Yeah, I know they're related, but
They're related.
yeah, well,
They're cousins.
that's what you get.
There's a lot of Cromartie juice out there. Okay, so that's all I'm saying.
It's probably not the first time he's probably had to deal with it. Dude's like, man, it's my goddamn cousin. I ain't no hoe like him.
Whatever.
Oh, Antonio Cromartie.
Whatever. Dudes, the Cromartie clan is large, okay? Anyway, but Rogers Cromartie, getting back to it, very good cornerback if given the opportunity. Veteran presence.
We'll rewind that.
Oh, okay.
We were wrong. It never happened.
No. These are not the droids you're looking for, okay? Not the droids you're looking for.
By the way, Antonio Cromartie.
I got a flashy pen right here. Look into the flashy pen, and it'll go off, and then you won't remember what I said. Okay.
I was not wrong.
I once thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken.
Now, speaking of the running game, Keith Smith has really also been setting the tone, and I like the fact that, man, I cannot wait to see Beast Mode running behind a power type line with a freaking fullback in front of him, opening holes. Oh my God! With a lead blocker in front of Marshawn Lynch,
it's gonna be lethal this year.
That could be scary.
Because remember, the Raiders, and I know I'm not unbiased. Okay, I'm very biased on this point, but you tell me the better diamond in the NFL than Hudson, Colicchio Semele, Gabe Jackson, and of course Derek Carr. Show me a better diamond. There is none. Okay, Cha-ching for sure. And I tell you what, that is going to be gold. Running behind that, the tackles obviously need to hold their own. But I tell you what, those three lead blockers in front, and then you got Keith Smith, that's going to be just pounding in more. That's four guys are going to be wrecking havoc. The running back shouldn't even be touched until maybe he hits a linebacker, and probably not until he hits the secondary. That's going to be a lot of yards, a lot of big gainers for the Raiders offense.
Man, Marshawn Lynch towards the end of the season last season, even with the not proper scheme of line working in front of him, not working optimal. He didn't have a fullback. He was still starting to pick it up. He was starting to pick it up, man. And I'm telling you, if we made it into the playoffs, you were going to start to see vintage beast mode start to come around, because he was starting to implement his will a little bit there towards the end of the season. Man, I think he's going to have a solid year this year.
Marshawn at the last I think
over
it was
1,000, maybe 1,200, but
6 or 7 games, was the most productive running back in the NFL last year. And this was for, remember, a Raiders team that sucked overall, okay? The most productive running back in the NFL. He was still
making yards after contact. Yeah. After first contact, Marshawn was breaking tackles and making yards and was up towards the top of the league in it. He's still got it. He's still got it, and if you put him in the proper setup, which I think they're going to do this season.
Yeah, they're gonna make sure. Gruden is going to make sure that he's going to put him in the best possible means for him to get those yards, the best possible scheme. They're going to use him effectively, correctly, and when he needs a breather, they're going to bring Martin in. Martin's going to be that change of pace guy, because remember, Martin has the quicks. And he's a bowling ball, kind of like what they used to have with Mo Drew. But you know what? He's a bowling ball with some shiftiness.
Who used to have with Mo Drew?
At the Jags. Not
I was going to say, we never had nothing but a jersey with his name on it.
Okay, but what I'm saying is number 21, which is very, very strange to see Drew with a 21. Anyway, Doug Martin has that capability if he's used effectively, and he is the Doug Martin of the 1,400-yard ilk. And hopefully we got that. And if not, I'm really high on Chris Warren the third.
Chris Warren the third. I think he's going to make the team. I think he's going to be our fourth back. Much like Elijah Hood was our project last season.
Yeah.
It didn't work out.
No.
You cut bait. You send him off in the end of the season, and then you grab another.
But you know
That's what you do.
In a positive for Elijah Hood, he was cut And within 15 minutes, he was signed by the Carolina Panthers. That tells you something. They know that they had a good quality back in Elijah Hood. 15 minutes, within 15 minutes of being cut by the Raiders, Carolina picked him up.
Yeah. Oh well, you know he could still end up being something, but you know
We'll see.
we'll see. It's hard to tell. He never really did get a chance. He didn't, but he did. You're a running back. They handed you the ball at practice, I'm sure.
He didn't impress.
He didn't impress. You exactly that. I mean, you're a running back. You're given the ball.
Here's
Either
the ball.
either you break a few
Here-
tackles
here,
and make somebody go.
Let
"Woo,"
me show you.
Or you
okay?
don't.
I'm an offensive line coach, okay? So I know how to open up holes, but I also know that when you're a running back, you take the friggin' ball, you cradle it, you run, and you fucking make yards. Here's my F word for the night, okay? If he wasn't doing it, that's an issue.
So, yeah, running backs they're kind of that's why I say if you grab one and they don't end up being that good for the season, you get rid of them. You grab another the next season because you don't. They're one of those positions where you really don't know till you get them out there on the field and you give them the ball and that game action. That you can see magic things happen with a running back. It's that type of position, kind of like a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, quarterbacks. You've seen guys come off the bench.
They either have it or they don't. And I'll say this, Brett Favre was drafted by the Falcons. They knew they had something with him, but he couldn't get past any of the playing time with the Falcons. Packers knew. They traded for him. And look what happened after that, okay? You got to show it when you're given the opportunity. And if you don't show it and you have the ability and somebody else knows it, they pick you up. It's the way it is.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
NFL, not for long. You got to show it when you got the opportunity.
You got a short window. You got a short window, and that's why you see guys doing like what Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald are doing, because you have a short window,
right?
And when you're one of these top flight guys, they know there's only so many times in your career that you're going to get the opportunity to make that gigantic payday that sets you up forever.
And while we're talking about that, everybody that's talking about what's going on with Mac, I'm going to say this, okay? It makes perfect sense. Remember last year, somebody by the name of Donald Penn was holding out. He wasn't in camp. Was not in camp.
We were going to trade him too, remember?
Right. But what happened? He was non-negotiable because he was not in camp. The minute he went back into camp was when the negotiations came to fruition. He got a pay bump, and everybody was happy except for his play. The reason why there's been no head forward with the Khalil Mack talks is what? Because he's not in camp.
Reggie McKenzie has a hard stance on that. He will not negotiate with you if you're not in camp. He wants you to show good faith and come to camp, because if you come to camp, then we'll talk.
Right.
So for him, it's kind of a showing of good faith, I think.
Right.
And he takes a hard stance on it. He did with Penn last year, and eventually Penn was like, you know what? God damn it. I guess if I don't come in, he ain't going to talk to me.
That's right.
Eventually he came in.
And
they talked.
Got a good contract.
Everything got taken care of.
Although now he's been asked to take a pay cut. So, there you go again.
Khalil Mack is still in communication with all the guys on the team.
Right.
He's still hanging out with Derek Carr. He's, as of yesterday, was tweeting with with Ellis. It's
just a matter of time.
It's a matter of time. The guys want him there. He wants to be there. This is just the business side of it. And it happens before week 1.
Right. Now remember, he's missing a game check tomorrow. He's missing a game check. Once you start missing those game checks, it's a lot harder. We know what they always say, shit just got real. Shit just got real.
Yeah, you start hitting him in the pocketbook, hitting him in the wallet, man. That's where
that's where you get their attention.
Yeah, absolutely. Start taking away the cheese. Then they come around. Now he stands to lose quite a bit of money because he's under contract this season if he's not playing week 1. I don't think it gets that far. I think if it starts to get to week 3 of preseason, you'll start to see the heat get turned up a little bit. I'm sure Reggie starts to reach out and be like, I'm sure there'll start to be a little more communication both ways. Right now, it's a staring contest. It's just that time in the holdout.
And remember, it's only going to be worse if Aaron Donald continues his holdout as well. There are people that are saying that maybe the two agents are in collusion with each other, that there's some issue there. I'm not saying it's happening, but it's one of those things that kind of make you go, makes sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's possible. I think Aaron Donald is willing to ride it out much further than Mac is, though. He's proven by his past record that he'll ride it. He don't care. He's already ridden it to the fact that he's now a restricted free agent, and he obviously doesn't care. He's willing to ride it even further, or he wouldn't have rode it that far.
Yeah.
So I think he's willing to go further. I think it's going to get to the point where Mac and his agent just have to make a deal because they see that Aaron Donald's going to hold out all the way till
when he will hold out up to the time that he will lose a year of that contract. Okay, remember, he's already back a year because of his holdout from last year. He doesn't want to happen to do that again, but if he does, he will again be a restricted free agent next year instead of being an unrestricted.
Hey, we got Brazil in the house. What's up, Raider Nation from Brazil? And
Thank
you all. Lines, Nicholas, Jukebox,
Tommy
Popeye.
Beard, that's right.
Everybody.
Thanks for coming aboard.
Too many to mention. New or old, our band of pirates, we always appreciate any second you spend with us on Raider Reaction. Just stopping by the page, checking out the posts, stopping in on the shows, just any participation with the page, we always appreciate. And please continue to like, follow, and share the page. We've got a lot of great stuff coming for you for this season, man.
Yeah.
On location halftime shows. On location post-game shows. We got a special new pre-game show we're gonna have before the games. Plus all of our regular shows. You got Ask the Captain. We got all kinds of stuff gonna be on the page all season. The Raiderette show's coming back. Ariel's gonna be back giving us updates of the stadium soon as it cools down, so he doesn't catch heat stroke while he's out there trying to walk around in 150-degree temperatures.
And yeah, if you're not, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say this, if you guys make all of these wonderful comments here, okay, which we enjoy, and you get a chance to go fly through, God forbid, call me up. That's what the show's about. Ask Captain Jack, because you can be heard. People can hear you and what you guys got going on. I should have a continual flow of conversation because I am a Raider Reaction member. We simulcast it from my page to the Raider Reaction page. Shouldn't be an issue, man. It's a good thing. I want some more participation, and I got a bunch of people out there that are watching us right now. It's the Commish and the Captain. Come on in.
We want to give you a lot of we're going to try to mix it up and make sure, we give you a little more variety this season. And like I said, we got a special pre-game show that's going to be streamed live on location. You guys are going to love that. We're not even going to tell you yet because I want to drop some special advertisements for it when we get a little closer. But I think you guys are going to enjoy that.
I know about it. It's going to be awesome.
But it's going to be live on location at a totally
undisclosed location.
Yes, completely different site than anything Raider Reaction has done before. We're going to have our live halftime shows. We'll have in-studio live halftime shows as well as on-location live halftime shows throughout the season. Captain and I will be doing some live periodically throughout the season.
We'll go out
doing some, but we'll always have a halftime show, and there will always be a live post-game show as soon as the game's over. So y'all got somewhere to come, and we can all vent, or we can all celebrate together.
That's
One or the other. Hopefully more celebrating than venting.
Now remember, the Commish is going to be going on right after the game. That's going to be the first show for the Raider Reaction clan. Right after the game, the Commish is going on. And then later on in the evening, I'm going to have that call-in show. So if you don't get heard from the Commish's show, you're going to have 2 hours, probably, at least an hour, if not 2 hours, of calling in to talk about the game, man. God, you can't beat that.
Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. God damn you, Hot Neil.
We need to kill him, and we need to kill him again.
Well, he's starting to bring friends around too. You see this fat bastard, Jawalrus?
Oh,
The Jawalrus.
that's just wrong in so many ways.
It is, but it's also a little slice of awesomeness, really.
True, true.
You big fat purple drinking bastard.
It's like Jabba the Walrus.
He is the Jawalrus. Cuckoo Kachu.
I am the Eggman. You guys are probably too young for that. Go look up the Beatles.
I don't know why Hot Neil. Why? See, Steve Juice would have already probably went back in his hole and left us the hell alone if it wasn't for Hot Neil. If it wasn't for Hot Neil,
let him die.
And then Lines has to be a prick about every couple of days because nobody says it, and then he's like he thinks he's got to do it.
Oh,
and
so
I've seen him. He's been that guy too. So he's over here acting like he's innocent. He's not. He's not at all.
Oh well.
You suck, you jackass.
I like these things.
They were, yeah. I was having some fun with it the other night when we had the Lions fan that popped in. That was
cool.
That was great.
Cool.
I was getting a little sound effect happy that evening.
I need to pop some down from mine. Anyway, ooh.
So
I got
what's
about 2
the
minutes.
biggest thing you're looking forward to out of game 1 of preseason, Captain Jack?
Oh, good. I'm glad you asked me that because that's the greatest segue that I can have. People, that's what I was asking on my show earlier. What do you want to see? And I didn't get a chance to really say it. I love you for thank you for setting me up with such a here's the ball, here's the fence,
Softball.
bam, there we go. Okay. What I'm looking for, I am looking to see.
Even Leslie.
What is? Oh, never mind. Leslie, I love you, baby, but don't do that shit anymore. Anyway, I am looking to see what we got with Arden Key, Mo Hurst, a little bit of PJ Hall. I want to see the rookies shine. I'm looking for that. Tommy was saying that he's looking at the DBs. That's another good thing as well with what the DBs are doing. But my second thing, obviously, is with the defensive front. I'm also, my big concern, because I think we're going to be really good running the ball. I want to see what the situation is with our wide receivers, because again, Gruden was not really happy with what Martavis Bryant was bringing to the table. So be it. I want to see the rapport that Carr has with the top 3 receivers and throw in Cook at the tight end. That's what I want to see. Offensively, I want to see how our passing game is coming along under Gruden with Carr and the receivers. And defensively, I want to see the rookies out in front, how they mesh together.
Up there on YouTube says he wants to see Mac. Well, don't we all? But you're not gonna.
Be real.
You didn't get to see him on the sideline.
We said he needs to get in camp. If he's not in camp, he's not going to be available. And that is my out the door. I will be back in 15 minutes. So make sure you're joining the Ask Captain Jack show. As I say,
You bet.
goodbye to my boy.
Absolutely.
My boy.
Next Thursday, same time, same Raider channel.
That's right.
Raider Nation Ricochet once again. Captain Jack will be back with me. But make sure you catch him in 15 minutes right after Raider Reaction is over. You can pop over to the Captain Jack page and ask the captain.
Yar!
So, and I will wrap things up for the last 15 minutes. So, I'm just excited today because you got a dozen NFL games going on. That's 24 NFL teams on the field. There's guys playing for the jobs. It's real all of a sudden. It's real. And tomorrow, 24 hours from now, it's real live Raider football. And we're going to have it for you live right here. Now, we're doing the rave pages this season because we're not going to let Facebook take down the page. So just make sure 30 minutes before kickoff, you come to Raider Reaction. We'll have the link right there, at the top of the page. Click on it. We'll take you to the rave page. You can watch the game with the rest of us, chill and hang out with a segment of Raider Nation while we watch the game, and we can chit-chat. I will have the game streaming, but I will be right here, and I will be, commenting and chit-chatting with you guys in live real time while we're all watching the game together. We can all comment, shoot the shit, talk about the rookies, talk about the game plan, talk about what we're watching live while we're watching it together. And man, I really enjoyed it last season. It was a great time, being able to interact with Raider Nation live while we were watching. And we want to do that again this season. So, like I said, we have a little different kind of interaction during the regular season because we like to put on your halftime show and our post-game show, and we're adding the pre-game show this season. And man, I'm telling you, you guys are gonna love it. And I think you guys will have a lot of fun with it. And we'll be dropping that soon because obviously the season's not too far away, so we can't keep that under wraps for too much longer. But man, we are all excited. Football is back. It's back, finally. Tomorrow night. Man, I can't freaking wait. I cannot freaking wait. Now, I would probably say my answer would have been fairly similar to the captain if you had asked me what I'm most excited about. And I would see, the new rookies. I want to see what they can do. I want to see what they bring to the table. But I'm just excited in general. There's just something about, you look out there, that green field. And see that silver and black. Man, there's just something beautiful about it. That's what I'm excited about. There's just something beautiful about a summer day. It's nice out. It's like that smell of fresh grass. And fall's right around the corner. Football season. Man, I can't believe it's here. It's like opening day is like Christmas, New Year's, your fucking birthday, everything, all that wrapped into one. With a shot of steroid and a cup of black coffee. That's what opening day is. Everybody's 0-0. There's so much promise. I cannot fucking wait. I hate the fact that I have to wait all the way till the absolute last goddamn game of week 1 before I get to watch the Raiders play. It happened to us for several years in a row. When we were the second half of... I hate it. Being in the time zone that I currently live in, it means the goddamn game don't get over to like 2 in the morning. And, it just sucks to have to watch the entire slate of games on Sunday. Then have to go a whole nother goddamn day, sit through a whole game, and then it's finally time, son of a bitch. That's the only thing I hate about being on the doubleheader. I mean, I like the primetime action and all that. It's great. The under the lights, great way to start the season. No, 247's garbage. And you know what I feel about that, Bob. Now, what I feel about their 6-10 prediction, I wipe my ass with that 6-10 prediction. I got us at 11-5. I got us kicking people's teeth in out of the gate. I could be wrong, but goddamn it, I think we're right. I love how the first 6 weeks of the schedule shook out. Now, when everybody had heard who we were playing, everybody started freaking out at what our strength of schedule was last season, and I kept telling everybody, "Cool your tits, man. Chill out. You cannot analyze a schedule until you see how it is placed on the calendar. You have to see how much travel there is, where you're traveling to and fro, how many home games, if it's a home game back-to-back, coming off. You've got to see the whole thing. So when I seen the schedule constructed and when it was unveiled, I'm like, I love it. You got the Rams, huge hype game on Monday Night Football. At home, the adrenaline's going to be going through the roof. Chucky's return. It's going to be insanity. Then you got two very, very winnable games on the road. Donkeys and the Fish. So you get that big feel-good adrenaline rush winning in the opening day. Then you travel to Donkey Land, kick some donkey teeth in, head on down, have some sushi in Miami. And then you get to come home and play the 0-16 Browns. Guys, that's 4-0. And that is doable. That is doable. 4-0. That's very doable. What do you have after that? You're sitting at 4-0. What do you have after that? Week 5, you go on the road. Is it really on the road when you go to play the Los Angeles Chokers? Is it really on the road? No, it ain't on the road. That bitch is going to be a blackout. So that's like a home game. Also, a winnable game. Also a winnable game. Possibility of 5-0. I mean, seriously, look at it. Look how the schedule lays out. It's not insane. Now, could we be 4-1? Sure. Could you be 3-2? Sure. Still, 5 games into the season, wouldn't you take 3-2? Who wouldn't? It's an okay start. Rather have 4-1, and it's definitely possible. We got to go to London after that Charger game. And I think that's the one in the first 6 weeks that we drop against the bitch pigeons. And I see us at 5-1 through the first 6 games. Could that be 4-2? Absolutely. That could be 4-2. I'm seeing upside of 5-1, downside of 4-2 going into the bye week. And I think that's very realistic when you look at how the schedule plays out. It's very realistic. Oh, we have a donkey. Oh, that's unfortunate. But it's very doable. It's very doable. I mean, what do the Donkeys have going on this year? You sold your soul for Case Keenum. A guy that was a flash-in-the-pan quarterback and had his best production ever over half a season playing in relief. And you went and sold your soul for Case Keenum? You don't have a line in front of him. Don't have a running game. Who the hell is he going to throw the ball to? The Donkeys are a mess. You know, they even tried to grab our punter, and now he wants to beat the shit out of Donkeys too. Right now, Denver is not what they once were, and they're a shitstorm. Kansas City's about to be right behind them because that fat bastard made a big mistake letting Alex Smith go, and that was going to bite him in the ass. Patrick Mahomes is going to be rode right the fuck out of town, and Andy Reid's fat ass is going to be rolling right behind him. Because that's going to be a bust right there. That's going to be a bust. Absolutely. So, I look forward to seeing how the AFC West shakes out. I like all Colin and, all the other guys that are predicting us to come in last place. Open your mouth. You're about to eat some crow, motherfuckers, this season. Because we'll see. We'll see. Case Keenum ain't jack. He is a... Come on, man. That dude ain't done nothing. How many teams that guy played for now? He's like... It's like the Vikings and grasping straws with Kirk Cousins. You're hoping that you can take some mediocre-ass quarterback, shine him up, and make him into something. Nah. You can shine him up all you want. You can polish that turd as much as you want. It's still a mediocre quarterback. Colin's ridiculous, man. We're on his dumpster fire list? How the hell is that even possible? Like I said before, Colin Cowherd likes to take the take that's opposite of what the mainstream is going with, so that he's got that shock value. I don't believe of half of what he says. Or I don't believe that he believes half of what he says. He just says shit for the reaction, to get it. That's it. So that he can have that, he can look like that buzz guy. If you guys want to check out a Fire podcast, where pretty much any of your podcasts can be found, check out one of our Raider Reaction team members, Angry Attract, and her podcast, Just Win Ladies. You can catch that on any forum where you can find your podcasts. So make sure you check that out. We usually share it over to the page as well. So if you can't find it there, maybe you can find it on our page, but you definitely need to check that out. Don't forget, tomorrow night, even if you're watching it at home, you can join us. Come to the Raider Reaction page 30 minutes before the kickoff. We will have the link posted. That'll take you right to the page where you can hang out, chill, watch the game. We're going to discuss it live as it's happening. What's up, Michael? Hanging with us on YouTube. So, make sure you join us tomorrow. Hang out with a segment of Raider Nation here at Raider Reaction, and let's enjoy some Raider football on a Black Friday. Some live Raider football on a Black Friday. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube page, Hardcore Challenge Live, studio webcasts, all of our shows are archived there. Hardcore Challenge Live, my fantasy webcasts are there. All of the hosts have their own playlists where everything is archived. So go check it out for your viewing pleasure. Also, follow us on the Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. And please like and share and follow the page. The #1 home, the original home, right here on Facebook of Raider Reaction, where it all started. Thank you all, as always, for joining us on Raider Reaction. We always appreciate any second you guys spend with us here. Without Raider Nation stopping in, we would be nothing. So we greatly appreciate it. New and old, our band of pirates. Thank you, as always. But, like I said, we will be sticking it to the man all freaking preseason, so that we can hang out, talk and discuss the preseason game as it's going down live, and get it to those in Raider Nation that will not be able to see it any other way. Those that are working, those that are serving our country, those that are out, pulling late night shifts of security, whatever. Those dropping fries at McDonald's, whatever. You're still a member of the nation, and we want to get it to you. Our mission statement at Raider Reaction is to paint the world silver and black, and we won't stop till that some bitch happens. So, I will see you. I won't see you, but I will hear you, and I will be with you here tomorrow night. You will hear me. I will be live commentary over the preseason game tomorrow night. It's on. Raider football's back. Oh, I can't wait. It's like Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, freaking New Year's, my birthday, fucking 4th of July, fireworks. Oh, it's like all wrapped up in one. It's Raider football. Is there anything better? Hell no. Peace, love, Raider Nation.